Can a humble blacksmith's apprentice become the hero who saves his kingdom from a terrible fate? In The Phoenix's Nest, a Mythical Adventure, embark on a thrilling journey with Eldric, a young apprentice who faces insurmountable challenges and discovers his inner strength while seeking the mythical phoenix to save the enchanted kingdom of Azura. In the heart of the magical realm, the enchanted kingdom of Azura was a place of astounding beauty and harmony. It was nestled amidst lush emerald forests that teemed with mythical creatures and was surrounded by a breathtaking panorama of majestic snow-capped mountains that seemed to touch the very heavens themselves. The vibrant azure sky above reflected in the crystal-clear rivers that snaked through the land, nourishing the vibrant flora and fauna that flourished in every corner of the kingdom. Azura was ruled by a benevolent queen whose wisdom and love for her people had fostered a thriving society. The inhabitants of Azura, a diverse mix of humans, elves, and other magical beings, coexisted in peace, celebrating their shared culture and values. The kingdom was a beacon of light, a symbol of prosperity and unity in the magical realm. However, a sinister darkness had begun to creep into Azura, casting a malevolent shadow over the once idyllic land. The shadows manifested as an evil force that sought to consume all that was good and pure, corrupting the hearts and minds of Azura's people and sowing discord among the populace. The once vibrant and radiant landscapes were slowly being choked by the encroaching darkness, and the people of Azura found themselves losing hope and succumbing to despair. For generations, the mythical phoenix had been a symbol of hope and rebirth in Azuran folklore. Tales of this majestic creature were passed down from one generation to the next, each retelling a testament to the power of the phoenix to bring life and light to even the darkest of times. The phoenix was said to be the guardian of Azura, its fiery plumage a manifestation of the kingdom's very life force, and its benevolent gaze a constant watch over its people. As the darkness threatened to engulf Azura entirely, the people began to cling to the legend of the phoenix with a renewed sense of urgency. They believed that if they could somehow find the mythical bird and harness its power, they could restore the kingdom to its former glory, banishing the darkness and healing the wounds inflicted upon the land. It was in these dire times that a young hero emerged, driven by a burning desire to save his beloved kingdom and restore the light that had once illuminated Azura. This hero's name was Eldric, and his quest to find the phoenix and harness its power would become the stuff of legend, a tale of hope and courage that would inspire generations to come. In a small, picturesque village on the outskirts of Azura, a young blacksmith's apprentice named Eldric diligently honed his craft under the watchful eye of his mentor, Master Griswold. Eldric was a striking young man, with a shock of fiery red hair that framed his face like a blazing halo, and piercing eyes that gleamed like the azure sky on a clear summer day. He was known for his kind heart, relentless work ethic, and an insatiable curiosity about the world around him. Ever since Eldric was a child, he had been captivated by the legends and stories of the mythical phoenix. He would spend hours listening to the village elders as they recounted the bird's incredible feats and its pivotal role in the history of Azura. Eldric's fascination with the phoenix was not merely born from the fantastic nature of the tales. It was fueled by an innate connection he felt to the legendary creature, a bond he could not quite explain but knew to be profoundly significant. As whispers of the encroaching evil began to permeate the village, Eldric could not ignore the sense of foreboding that settled heavily on his heart. The villagers spoke in hushed tones about the darkness that loomed over Azura, the shadows that threatened to consume the land and all that it held dear. With each passing day, the darkness crept closer, and the villagers' fear grew more palpable. Eldric could not stand idly by as the fate of his home and his people hung in the balance. He believed that the key to saving Azura lay in the ancient legends of the Phoenix, that the mythical bird's power could illuminate the darkness and restore hope to the kingdom. Driven by an unwavering determination and a fierce love for his homeland, Eldric resolved to embark on a perilous quest to find the Phoenix's nest and enlist the aid of the legendary creature in vanquishing the encroaching evil. As Eldric prepared for his journey, he was filled with a mix of anticipation and trepidation. He knew that the path ahead would be fraught with danger and uncertainty, and that the likelihood of success was slim. Yet he also felt a sense of purpose that eclipsed his fear, a steadfast conviction that he was destined to play a pivotal role in the salvation of Azura. With his heart filled with hope and courage, Eldric set out on his quest, vowing to find the Phoenix and save his kingdom from the clutches of darkness. In his pursuit of guidance and wisdom, Eldric approached Althea, the village elder, who was revered for her vast knowledge and deep understanding of the world's mysteries. Althea was a wise, elderly woman with a kind, wrinkled face and eyes that twinkled with the wisdom of countless years. She had seen generations come and go, and her counsel was sought by many who respected her sagacity. Eldric shared his intentions with Althea, explaining his desire to find the Phoenix and save Azura from the impending darkness. The elder listened intently, her gaze never leaving the young man's face as he spoke. She recognized the sincerity and determination in Eldric's eyes, as well as the potential for greatness that dwelled within him. Convinced that he was the one who could make a difference, Althea entrusted Eldric with an ancient, tattered map, its edges worn and faded by the passage of time. The map contained the secret to finding the elusive Phoenix's nest, which was said to be hidden in a place where the elements converged. The journey would be perilous, leading Eldric through a series of formidable obstacles. He would first traverse the deadly Whispering Woods, an enchanted forest teeming with malevolent spirits and devious illusions. Next, he would have to cross the treacherous Serpent's Chasm, a gaping abyss guarded by a colossal venomous serpent. Finally, he would ascend the formidable Mount Pyra, a towering peak shrouded in eternal flame and home to the Phoenix itself. Before departing on his quest, Eldric was given a parting gift by Master Griswold, his blacksmith mentor. It was an enchanted sword, forged from the rarest azurite, a vibrant blue metal found only in the deepest mines of Azura. The azurite sword was known to possess the power to cut through the darkest shadows and imbue its wielder with the strength of the Phoenix's flame. Griswold believed that the sword would be an invaluable ally for Eldric in his journey, guiding him through the darkness and into the light. With a mixture of fear and determination burning in his heart, Eldric bid farewell to his loved ones and set out on his journey, leaving behind the only home he had ever known. The path ahead was fraught with danger and uncertainty, but Eldric's resolve was unwavering, fortified by the love he had for his kingdom and his belief in the power of the Phoenix. As he stepped beyond the boundaries of his village, Eldric embarked on an adventure that would change the course of history and define the fate of Azura. As Eldric cautiously ventured into the Whispering Woods, the air grew dense with an eerie, otherworldly energy that sent shivers down his spine. The forest was a living labyrinth, its gnarled trees and twisted vines seemingly moving and shifting with every step he took. The once familiar path was now a disorienting maze, leaving him feeling lost and vulnerable. The woods were haunted by vengeful spirits, the restless souls of those who had lost their way and succumbed to the forest's deceptive embrace. These spirits sought to lead Eldric astray, whispering false promises of shortcuts and safety into his ears. Their voices echoed through the shadows, a chorus of temptations and lies designed to prey upon his fears and doubts. Eldric soon realized that the spirits were not merely trying to confuse him, but to feed upon his very essence, draining him of his strength and willpower. With courage and persistence, he drew upon the power of the enchanted Azurite sword, its radiant blue glow casting a light that pierced the darkness and revealed the true nature of the spirits. Brandishing the enchanted sword, Eldric banished the spirits that threatened to consume him, each swing of the blade imbued with the unwavering strength of his convictions. As he navigated the shifting woods, he learned the importance of trusting his instincts and remaining steadfast in his beliefs, even in the face of deception and uncertainty. Gradually, the forest began to lose its hold on Eldric, as his determination and self-assurance grew stronger with each step. The maze of trees, once an insurmountable obstacle, now seemed to part before him, revealing the true path that led to the heart of the Whispering Woods. As Eldric emerged from the forest, he carried with him a newfound understanding of the power of inner strength and the importance of trusting in oneself. He knew that the challenges ahead would be even more daunting, but he also knew that he possessed the courage and resilience necessary to face them head-on, guided by the light of the enchanted sword and the unwavering faith he held in his heart. As Eldric approached the edge of the Serpent's Chasm, he found himself standing before a seemingly bottomless abyss, its depths shrouded in darkness and swirling mists. The only way to cross the chasm was by traversing a narrow, ancient bridge that stretched precariously over the void. But this bridge was not unguarded. A colossal, venomous serpent lay coiled around its base, its glistening scales glinting in the dim light, and its fearsome gaze fixed upon the young hero. The serpent spoke in a voice that rumbled like thunder, its words echoing through the chasm. It demanded a sacrifice, warning Eldric that if he refused, he would be devoured and added to the collection of lost souls that languished within its eternal coils. But Eldric was not so easily deterred. He knew that brute force would not prevail against such a formidable adversary, and so he turned to the skills and knowledge he had acquired as a blacksmith's apprentice. With great haste, he gathered the materials he would need: shimmering gold, a roaring forge, and an unwavering sense of purpose. Working tirelessly through the night, Eldric forged a beautiful golden necklace, its intricate design reflecting the radiant glow of the Azurite sword that accompanied him on his journey. The necklace was imbued with his determination and hope, a symbol of the light that he sought to restore to his beloved Azura. When the necklace was complete, Eldric presented it to the serpent as a sacrifice. The colossal creature, captivated by the shimmering beauty of the golden necklace, was momentarily distracted by its allure. Its serpentine eyes glistened with greed, and it accepted the gift, allowing Eldric to pass across the bridge unharmed. As Eldric continued his journey, he reflected on his encounter with the serpent and the lesson he had learned at the edge of the Serpent's Chasm. He realized that wisdom and cunning were just as important as strength and courage in overcoming the challenges that lay ahead. The experience had taught him that each obstacle he faced would require a unique approach, and he knew that he would need to rely on the full extent of his skills, intelligence, and resourcefulness to ultimately prevail in his quest to save Azura. Mount Pyra loomed before Eldric, its imposing form casting a long shadow across the landscape. This towering peak, engulfed in eternal flames, was the final obstacle that stood between the young hero and the elusive Phoenix's nest. As Eldric gazed upon the mountain, he steeled himself for the grueling climb that lay ahead, knowing that he would face both scorching heat and treacherous, crumbling paths. Summoning all his strength and determination, Eldric began his ascent. His every step met with the searing heat that radiated from the mountain's fiery heart. The ground beneath his feet was a precarious mosaic of smoldering rocks and brittle, ash-covered soil that threatened to give way at any moment. The air was thick with smoke and the stifling heat, making each breath a laborious endeavor. As he climbed, Eldric found himself becoming more and more attuned to the power of the Azurite sword, the enchanted weapon that had been his constant companion throughout his journey. The sword's brilliant blue glow seemed to pulse in time with his heartbeat, its energy resonating with his indomitable spirit. Drawing upon the sword's power, Eldric learned to channel its energy to protect him from the relentless flames that licked at his heels. A shimmering azure aura enveloped him, shielding his body from the searing heat and allowing him to continue his ascent undeterred. The sword became an extension of himself, its power intertwined with his own, bolstering his resolve and determination. As Eldric climbed higher and higher, the challenges that had once seemed insurmountable began to fade before the combined might of his unwavering spirit and the Azurite sword's enchanted power. His ascent transformed into a symbol of his resilience, a testament to his unyielding desire to save his beloved Azura from the encroaching darkness. With each step, Eldric's conviction grew stronger, and the summit of Mount Pyra drew ever closer. He knew that he was nearing the end of his quest, and he was prepared to face whatever trials awaited him at the Phoenix's nest, confident in his ability to overcome adversity and armed with the power of the Azurite sword that had become an integral part of his journey. Upon reaching the summit of Mount Pyra, Eldric was met with a breathtaking sight. Nestled among the eternal flames was the Phoenix's nest, a sanctuary where the majestic bird of legend resided. The nest was a dazzling array of vibrant colors, with feathers that shimmered like molten gold and flickered with the brilliance of 1,000 sunsets. At the heart of this fiery tableau perched the phoenix itself, its radiant plumage casting a warm, inviting glow across the mountaintop. As Eldric approached the mythical creature, the phoenix regarded him with a piercing gaze that seemed to peer into the depths of his very soul. It recognized the heroism and purity in Eldric's heart, the unwavering determination that had carried him through countless trials and tribulations. Sensing the urgency of Eldric's quest and the dire threat that loomed over Azura, the phoenix agreed to lend its power to save the enchanted kingdom. Descending Mount Pyra, the phoenix and Eldric joined forces, their combined might a formidable force to be reckoned with. The power of fire, embodied by the phoenix's eternal flames, merged with the enchanted energy of the Azurite sword, creating a dazzling display of azure and gold that illuminated the sky. Together, they confronted the darkness that had cast its sinister shadow over the land, the flames of the phoenix cleansing the realm of the malevolent force that threatened to consume it. With the evil force vanquished, light and life returned to Azura, as if the darkness had been nothing more than a fleeting nightmare. The once withering trees began to blossom with vibrant foliage, and the rivers flowed with renewed vigor, their waters pure and crystal clear. The people of Azura rejoiced in their newfound freedom, their hearts filled with gratitude for the brave hero who had saved their kingdom. As the phoenix soared into the sky, its brilliant form a beacon of hope and renewal, Eldric looked upon the land he had fought so hard to protect. The lessons he had learned throughout his journey of courage, determination, wisdom, and the true nature of heroism would stay with him for the rest of his days. the legacy of the phoenix and the enchanted Azurite sword would live on in the hearts of the people of Azura, a testament to the power of hope and the indomitable spirit of a young hero who dared to dream. Upon his triumphant return to the village, Eldric was met with a hero's welcome. The villagers, his friends and family among them, had gathered to celebrate the young hero who had saved their beloved Azura from the clutches of darkness. Their jubilant cheers filled the air as they embraced Eldric, their eyes shining with admiration and gratitude. Althea, the wise elder who had entrusted Eldric with the tattered map that set him on his journey, stepped forward to address the gathered crowd. With a voice filled with warmth and pride, she praised Eldric for his bravery, wisdom, and unwavering determination. Althea declared that his journey had not only saved Azura, but had also transformed him into a true hero whose legacy would be remembered for generations to come. The legend of Eldric and the Phoenix spread throughout the kingdom like wildfire, inspiring songs and tales of heroism that would be passed down through the ages. Bards and minstrels traveled from village to village, regaling their audiences with the story of the young blacksmith's apprentice who had faced insurmountable odds and emerged victorious. Eldric's tale became a source of inspiration, a shining example of the power of perseverance and the indomitable spirit of the human heart. In gratitude for Eldric's heroic efforts, the Phoenix bestowed upon Azura a final gift, a magical flame that would protect the land from any future threats. This eternal flame, a symbol of the Phoenix's benevolent power, was placed at the heart of the kingdom, where it would burn brightly for all to see. The people of Azura knew that as long as the flame continued to burn, their land would remain safe and prosperous, its light a beacon of hope and a testament to the unwavering courage of their hero, Eldric. As the years passed and Eldric grew older, his adventures became the stuff of legends, and though he eventually passed on his knowledge and skills to the next generation, the memory of his journey would live on in the hearts of the people of Azura, a reminder of the power of hope, the importance of resilience, and the boundless potential that lies within each and every one of us. With peace restored to the kingdom of Azura, Eldric returned to his life as a blacksmith's apprentice. He resumed his work at the forge, the familiar rhythm of hammer and anvil bringing a sense of comfort and purpose. Yet, his experiences on his journey had left an indelible mark on him, fueling a newfound passion for crafting weapons and armor that would protect his beloved kingdom from any harm. As the years passed, Eldric continued to learn and grow under the watchful eye of his mentor, honing his skills and mastering the art of blacksmithing. He experimented with new techniques and materials, drawing inspiration from the enchanted Azurite sword that had been his steadfast companion during his quest to find the Phoenix. In time, Eldric became known far and wide as a master blacksmith, his skill and craftsmanship unrivaled throughout the land. His enchanted creations, ranging from exquisite swords to impenetrable armor, were highly sought after by warriors and nobles alike. Each piece he forged was imbued with the blessings of the Phoenix, a touch of the magical creature's power that would ensure the safety and well-being of those who wielded them. The once young and inexperienced hero had transformed into a wise and skilled guardian, dedicating his life to the service of Azura and its people. Eldric's workshop became a beacon of hope and strength, a place where the legacy of the Phoenix lived on through the masterpieces that he crafted with love and dedication. As the years turned to decades, Eldric's fame and influence grew, and his creations became symbols of protection and prosperity for the people of Azura. His story, the tale of a humble blacksmith's apprentice who rose to become a hero and a guardian, served as an enduring reminder of the power of determination, resilience, and the unwavering human spirit. And so the legacy of Eldric and the Phoenix continued to thrive, the enchanted flames of their partnership burning brightly in the hearts of the people of Azura, ensuring the safety and prosperity of the kingdom for generations to come.